for those of you who know me in person, for those of you who know my interests and what I do and what makes me tick, I love history, I love Assassin's Creed, and I love Vikings. So this is all three rolled into one package. This is the Assassin's Creed Valhalla gameplay trailer. This is the short version. There's like a half an hour demonstration in another video, but I'm going to watch the short gameplay trailer for you, react to it for you guys, and tell you what I think. This is probably the most excited I've been for an Assassin's Creed game since Black Flag. I love Vikings. I love anything to do with Norse mythology and Norse history, and I thoroughly enjoyed playing Origins and Odyssey, and hopefully this one is as good as those. So let's get playing and let's see what we can see. Boom.
In Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you will relive the epic saga of the Viking invasion of England. You play as Ivar, a Viking from Norway, who will lead his or her battle-hardened warriors across...
Okay, I'm going to pause it there, and I'm going to start with, I love the fact that Ivar is now a unisex name. The protagonist is now unisex in both ways, so you can choose male or female, like you could in Odyssey, and now they've given a name to the protagonist that is unisex, and that I really like because it's more inclusive, it's more open, it makes the game more accessible for everyone, so I like that.
The North Sea to the British Isles. Eivor is driven by an ambitious goal to build a thriving Norse settlement in a hostile land.
For the good of our clan, it is time we go a Viking. Today we raid, that tomorrow we may build.
England is a dark...
So it looks like sailing is back, navigating the seas is back. I did read that the waterways will be much more narrow, and it will be rivers and lakes rather than oceans, as it was in earlier games. But it looks quite large, that body of water. So we'll see when the game comes out what the sailing is like. But the mechanics look the same as the old games. So let's have a look-see.
Age tangle of broken kingdoms and warring dynasties, a land of opportunity and riches. As you prowl England's rivers by longship, you may raid locations you spot from the shoreline. Ground your ship and blow your horn to lead your raiding crew into battle.
Jeez, man.
Your crew...
The first thing I'll say is this game looks like it's going to be substantially more violent. There is a lot more blood in that scene than there is in your usual Assassin's Creed kill. Also looks like you can now revive members of your Viking crew, which is an interesting new aspect. I don't think that's been used before. And raids are back, something that was incorporated into Black Flag, where you could attack forts. Obviously these are Viking raids, very similar in concept, and obviously you can land on the shore and just attack like the Vikings would have done. So I'm liking that.
We'll assist you in all your raids, fighting enemies, battering down doors, and stealing cargo too heavy for one set of arms. Whatever riches and resources you pillage may be used to develop your settlement, giving you access to useful services.
Yes, I love it. Resources, settlements, they're back. Settlements haven't been a massive part of Assassin's Creed gameplay since Black Flag, where you could build your own pirate island up from the ground up and build buildings and upgrade buildings. And obviously the resources have been in recent games, but it's been more focused on your ship and upgrading your ship and your personal armor and your weapons. So I'm loving the fact that resource building and settlement building is back.
Tools and new settlers. At the heart of your settlement is the Alliance map. It will serve as a record of the allies you have made and a guide for future opportunities. The Viking Age was a time of warriors and legends. In Valhalla, you will find the largest variety of enemies ever assembled in an Assassin's Creed game. Every archetype offers a unique challenge. Some will coordinate with their allies for special attacks, while others will use nearby objects to their advantage, including the bodies of fallen warriors. To face these attacks, you must find and exploit your opponent's weaknesses to gain the upper hand.
So it looks like they're trying to make combat more unique every time you play. So different enemies, different types of enemies. It's no, you haven't just got your standard, quick enemies, heavy enemies, that kind of thing. You've got various different types of, strategists and other types of characters and enemies. So that is going to be interesting to play.
Take the fight to your foes with a host of brutal new combat abilities. Snare them with a Viking harpoon.
So you see what I was saying about the environmental attacks now. That's an interesting feature as well. It seems you can now use the environment a lot more to your advantage. In the old other Assassin's Creed games, you could use fire to some degree. You could shoot pots of oil and cause fires, and you could shoot fire arrows. But it looks like you can actually use, in physical combat, the environment. And also, did you notice the lopping off the head there? Like I said earlier, this game is going to be a lot more violent.
Pummel them with throwing axes. Incapacitate them with the new stun system to keep them at a distance. Or finish them off. Dual wield any two weapons you wish to unleash a deadly combination of attacks. Customize your fighting style as you see fit and become a legendary Viking warrior. All combinations of weapons are available to dual wield, including 2 shields.
I'm not sure why you'd want 2 shields, to be honest, but it's interesting that it's there. See with the limbs again?
Not all situations call for violence. In this new land, a Viking must find a way to adapt.
Okay, I'm going to pause it there. I'm loving that that's back. In the old Assassin's Creed, in the Ezio trilogy, you could put your hood up and blend in with monks. Evidently, it's back. I'm loving that. That was such a cool feature that they seem to have just forgotten about. You could hide in plants and stuff later on in later games, but this was never truly brought back. It looks like it's back. I'm loving that.
As Eivor is not welcome in England, you may need to outsmart your enemies, avoiding unwanted attention in towns and bustling cities. Use Eivor's hood and cloak to blend with...
I've noticed that RB is now assassinate, not Y. Is there going to be another button overhaul? Because button overhauls are one of the main sort of hurdles for me moving through the Assassin's Creed series. It does get quite annoying when they overhaul the button system. You have to learn a whole new system of buttons. But it doesn't make the game any less fun to play once you've got used to the new buttons. It's just a minor gripe for me.
Crowds and slip past watchful eyes. An unseen hunter among the people. From capital cities and villages to the dense forests and rolling hills of England, exploration is vital to keeping yourself sharp. You must feed off the land if you hope to endure. Hunt and forage to replenish your health and fortify your equipment. Search pagan temples and Roman...
So, Stonehenge is right there. That brings me to the question, is there going to be other historical British or English landmarks and artifacts in this game? What was the historical landmarks in the time of the Vikings in England? That's going to be an interesting thing to see, because I can't think of many beyond Stonehenge, to be honest with you. So that's going to be interesting.
Ruins for new activities and challenges to strengthen yourself.
And will they explain Stonehenge to some degree? Stonehenge is quite mysterious, so will they be able to
the more of
dig into that?
Secrets you will reveal.
Ravens, shoot! No mercy!
But as you push deeper into England, the enemy will push back. In a series of climactic moments, Assassin's Creed Valhalla will feature massive assaults in which you will lead Eivor's army into battle against heavily guarded Saxon fortresses.
Okay, so not only are forts and raids back, fort assaults are back as well. Forts were, you could assault forts in Black Flag, and you could assault sort of camps and stuff in Origins and Odyssey. It looks like forts are fully functional, returning.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will transport you to wondrous and haunted lands, inspired by Norse myths and England's pagan roots. It will challenge and surprise. Thank you, with unforgettable characters, thrilling triumphs, and tragic losses, giving you the chance to live your own Viking saga.
Yeah, so they really highlighted the level of violence that's going to be in this game with that scene alone where you saw the ribs break with the hidden blade. They've also said that a mysterious new lands inspired by pagan myths, obviously the mythology of it is going to make a return. With the DLC we saw for Odyssey, there was a lot of mythological battles you could fight, sort of Greek gods and stuff and Greek myths. So that'd be interesting to see how they balance them. Because Origins was quite based in reality, they grounded it on Earth. Odyssey was a lot more focused on the myth. So we're going to see where this sits. Somewhere in the middle, I expect. So that should be interesting. Let's see the last 20 seconds or so. Okay, that was it. Yeah, I'm probably the most excited I've ever been about an Assassin's Creed game. So this game looks awesome as fuck. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Doesn't look like anything groundbreaking or revelationary. It looks like the same old Assassin's Creed formula that we've seen to, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It looks like it's going to be a fun game to play, a good addition to the Assassin's Creed series. And I know typically they sort of stumble around the third of each cycle, so the third Ezio game wasn't that well received, the third Assassin's Creed 3 wasn't that well received, so maybe this will be another case of that. Maybe it'll be a case of them breaking that tradition and actually giving us a third game in a time cycle that's actually worth playing, that's actually good, actually holds up to the other two. But thanks for watching. Let me know what you want to see me react to. I will react to trailers. I'll react to anything on Netflix, on Prime Video, anything like that. I will react to music videos, songs, any genre you want. I'm really quite open-minded when it comes to music. Let me know what you want to see me react to, and I'll do my best to get to them. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.